Today we marked a demonstration from the sports fraternity to raise our concerns and to bring the public attention to the fact that the disabled sports is being used as a means of making money into some people's pockets. Currently, the leadership of the disabled sports, which is the National Paralympic Committee, has been using the disabled sports to embark on visa racketeering, to get visas for people who are not persons with disabilities, who don't participate in sports, to travel outside and make money for themselves. And these are the things that we are against, because it's tarnishing the credibility and the image of persons with disabilities in Ghana and the disabled sports. We heard about the Australian saga where some people were posing as deaf people, got visas for them to Australia and got to play as deaf persons. Finally, they were caught. We have not heard anything about that case. Recently, there has been another one for the para sports who were traveling to Norway, pretended as if they are officials of and a personal assistance of persons with disabilities, and immediately they go to Norway, they run away because their main purpose is not for the tournament. Their main purpose is travel. Well, recently, the amputee women soccer team were also invited. The women amputee said they were not going, but before we heard, some people have filed their names and have got visas in the name of that tournament to travel outside the country. So this is an issue that the sports ministry have to take keen interest and ensure that these things are not repeated again, because it tarnishes the image of the country, it tarnishes the image of persons with disabilities who are engaged in sports, and also for all persons with disabilities in Ghana, because genuine people who want to travel might not get visa. If these issues are coming up, genuine people who are traveling with their personal assistants will not get visa because of that history. So this is why persons with disabilities are rising up to raise issues with leadership of this country and for the sports to ensure that these things are stopped, so that the embassies will have confidence in persons with disabilities who are engaging in sports, who want to travel to participate in tournaments and to be granted visa. Persons with disabilities who are engaged in sports must participate and benefit from the sports. Not able people who are interested in getting visas and getting money into their pockets, becoming leaders. And can you imagine recently where a congress was organized and a nomination was open to get new leadership, and smartly they raised the filing fee of people who want to contest to 30,000 and 15,000 and 8,000 and so on. How many persons with disabilities will get 30,000 to file to contest as leadership of National Paralympic Committee? It's a smart way to deny persons with disabilities to participate, become leaders, and to take hold of the sports and contribute their quota. So none of the disabled people were able to file their nomination, and therefore is only able people who contested the election and won. The National Paralympic Committee, there's no single person with disabilities on the committee. Meanwhile, this is a committee that oversees disabled sports. How come that there's no single persons with disabilities on the committee? It is because there was a strategic move to deny persons with disabilities from sitting on the committee. So nothing about us without us. We want to take over the sports ourselves. We want to run the sports ourselves. We call on the Ministry of Sports to nullify that committee, to collapse that committee and reorganize a congress where persons with disabilities are allowed to contest, where the delegates are qualified per the constitution to contest or to vote their leaders into position. Even delegates who went to vote, we don't know where they are coming from. How can somebody vote and take a decision for sports he doesn't participate in? We want persons with disabilities to vote for their own leaders and develop the sports, take decisions as to how the sports is developed. Because he who wears the shoes knows where it pinches. We cannot allow this.